Yo, what's going on everyone? We've got the EVO 5 back on the channel today for another install, which I've been really excited about since the part arrived. It's a HKS cold air intake. I ordered this while I was out there on a trip, May and June. So I got it shipped over. It arrived last week, and since obviously I've been very excited to install it. I know it's nothing crazy, just an air intake, but who doesn't love a cold air intake install? They're just the best mods to do. They look cool, sound cool, and hopefully this will give us a nice little boost in performance. Hopefully it's noticeable, should I say. Yeah, I've gone for HKS because, you know, JDM car, Japanese parts, sort of just mixes well together. I'm sure there's other brands and stuff out there, but I just wanted to keep it Japanese for the EVO 5. So yeah, I think we'll get the old one off and see how tricky this is going to be to install. Hopefully it's going to be easy. Okay, so let's show you the current situation we've got. This car, other than that steering wheel I installed last video, pretty much stock. Whole engine bay has had nothing really done to it, no tune on or anything. So we're on the factory airbox, factory intake, and that's where she's going to be mounting, down there on the big turbski. So I'm thinking we'll just do it in order. Airbox out, disconnect the mass airflow, because we're going to be using the mass airflow on the HKS intake. Disconnect the blow-off valve, and then I'm just guessing it's a straight piece from the turbo to the MAF. Shouldn't be too difficult. So the first step is going to be disconnect the battery. It's not really a must, but I am unplugging the MAF sensor, so it's technically electrical. So I kind of want to just, you know, take all precautions. It's literally 2 seconds to disconnect the battery, and it's, you know, saves any hassle if there's going to be any. Disconnect the MAF. Won't need that for a while yet. Going to disconnect the MAF from this pipe actually, because then once that's disconnected, as you've took these off, this will lift out separately. So I think we'll get that off now. There we go. Yeah, so that comes out, oops, separate. Pretty clean, must have been done not long ago. So yeah, that comes out as one piece. Then next will be this piece. There is a, I'm guessing, 10mm nut inside. See if I can show you. See that back there, 10mm nut? I'm thinking it's a 10mm, let's just check. Yeah, 10mm nut back there. Take that out, and that's all that's holding this box in basically. Okay, now the airbox is out, I'll draw my attention to this breather hose. Just want to pull this peg back. Let's clamp back, sorry. I will disconnect that. And that's just about the breather hose from the rocker cover. It's on there, nice and straight. We'll put that over there. Maybe blow-off valve next then. Let's disconnect it from the intake. There we go. This needs a clamp on it, it's missing for some reason. we'll get a clamp, a Jubilee clip on there soon. So that blow valve can just hang down for a second, and literally the only thing keeping this connected is another little breather hose here, which we'll put there, and just here is where it connects to the turbo. So we'll get that off now. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Oh, it's coming straight off. Perfect. Just go like this. No idea why that's like that. So that was in there. It's like a adapter or something. But hey, that's your intercooler out. Kind of going to be thinking that's the easy bit. Now installing the new one probably is not going to be that easy. Now I'm looking in the turbo and there doesn't seem to be much oil in there. Tiny little bit of grease, old oil. But it's clean as a whistle. There's no, it's not black, which I'm happy about. Cool. Right, let's get the new intake opened up. So very quickly, we've got to take the factory MAF off the factory airbox, which is 4 10mm bolts, nuts. Keep them somewhere safe. I don't know if you need to reuse them. The kit may come with new nuts. Okay guys, so you want your MAF with the mass airflow adapter. Now on the picture it says there's a gasket in between. There is no gasket provided. It also doesn't look like it would ever fit on the picture, because it's not the same shape as that. But because it's saying it needs a gasket, I'm going to put these elastic bands back on, because it will form some sort of gasket. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I've tried to Google a genuine gasket for one of these, nothing comes up. So perhaps this doesn't need a gasket and someone's put this on for some sort of drastic measure. But because the picture says, if I can show you, mass airflow, gasket and the adapter. Yeah, there's no gasket provided, so yeah, I don't know, but it says to have a gasket, so I'm sort of torn on what to do, but I'm just going to do this. Put these together. With that elastic band there is definitely some sort of seal there, so I think it's better than nothing basically. So I'm putting the elastic bands in. So it's saying to put a crush washer, then a big washer through here with a nut. That's what it says, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so that's on. It's pretty tight. Sort of just see them elastic bands. Feels a bit ghetto to be doing it like that, but I mean, I haven't really got much of a choice. But, you know, it's totally sealed, so I think we'll be okay. I'm going to give this a quick wash because it's got like a bit of grease on it, and then we'll move on to the next part. So, next bit is going to be doing this beautiful intake, all assembled with the pipe in. There she is, HKS RS Racing Suction. Looks pretty cool. It's going to look really nice in the engine bay. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse of putting all the couplers on and stuff. Don't want to bore you and me going on about it. So yeah, we'll get this all on. So guys, this is basically the finished product of the intake pipe. You've got a coupler here with the little adapter that goes on the end of the turbo, sort of like a downsized coupler. Breather hose here, blow off valves go in here, coupler, MAF, adapter, coupler, and then this is the bracket which is going to mount, keep the intake sturdy, so it's going to mount to the chassis inside the engine bay. Another little breather hose here. So I'm going to get this situated into the car now. Hopefully it's, you know, there's enough play in it to wiggle it around and stuff, and then we'll get it bolted down and the rest can go on after. Okay, so I managed to get the intake, all the couplers situated how they should be. Plug the mass airflow back in. And then there is the bracket that goes on the bottom to the bolt needs to go in. Okay guys, nearly done. One last little breather pipe to go on. Okay guys, I believe that is the install finished. That breather pipe's a little bit too short, but yeah, everything's actually on. I mean, all looked good to me. Maybe tighten that bracket up a little bit more. Right, let's get the battery on, and hopefully she'll start. Okay guys, let's give her the first start. Guys, we've got an open stretch of road. See how she sounds. Right, so after the test drive, everything seems to be all good with it. It sounds pretty cool, looks cool in the engine bay. I'm really happy with it. For some reason though, it doesn't sound as cool as my, or as loud as the EVO 8 one I did. I did a HKS intake on that, and it sounds a little bit louder than this one, but it doesn't really matter. Can't feel any performance increases, not to be expected anyway. I probably should get a tune on it soon. You don't really need to, but anything to do with the mass airflow, they do say you should get a tune for it, so that might end up coming in the future. And yeah, hopefully this video was helpful to anybody doing an intake on an EVO 5. There isn't many videos on the internet about it, so I'm one of few. Hopefully it was in depth enough. It's pretty straightforward, I'll be honest. If you can pull apart an intake, you can put one back on. So yeah, thank you for watching. Stick around for more videos on the EVO 5. I've got some coilovers coming, new radiators coming, and I'm going to get a new blow valve for it. So yeah, stay tuned and thanks for watching. Bye guys.